You're just what I needed. You've picked up my pieces. You're my Novocaine and I'm addicted.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Miss Unfortunate, and today I'm going to be doing something else that's out of my comfort zone entirely. I keep saying that, but I keep having fun doing these kind of builds, so you might be seeing these kind of builds coming more often, and what I mean by that is more normal builds? Is that what you would call it? Normal? I usually do fantasy styled or even more so medieval style builds on my channel, just I guess something you would call not normal. Either way, I had a lot of fun with this, so I decided to do a very, very limited pack build here, and what it turned out to be is townhouses. They're not necessarily connected, which I don't know if that would sever the idea of the fact that they are townhouses, but they are absolutely one and the same. They are exactly alike. You'll see me build the second townhouse here in just a second, and you'll notice that the floor plan, everything right down to the roofing is the exact same thing. And you might wonder, well, why do you want to do that? I don't know. I saw a picture on Pinterest and I thought it looked really neat. I thought it was a really cute idea. For some reason, university popped into my head when I saw them. So I decided to go ahead and do that. Now, I believe the only packs that are in this build will be university, vampires. What else? University, vampires, there was one more major one. And then I think one other snuck in because it was like a tree or something. I tried it, okay, so I uploaded it to the gallery and then I saw that it had like 2 extra packs in it. And in the gallery, I don't know if you knew this, but you can actually click on the packs in a build and you can see exactly what items that person used from that pack. That way you can see if it's worth you downloading it or not. Because like if it's like a tree or if it's like one like decorating item, then yeah, you can probably go ahead and download it. Because I know just seeing a pack in the gallery like that you don't have scares off a lot of people from downloading it. But I also don't think a lot of people realize that you can actually see what items are used from that pack and then decide at that point if it's worth downloading or not. That's what happened here. I only used vampires, eco lifestyle was the third one, and university. And the other 2 that appeared, which I cannot remember, it's literally one item, and there was one that was like a tree, and I deleted them both and they fell off, but one pack still stuck. So no matter what the gallery says, there's only 3 packs in this darn build, okay? Let's move on from that. I talked like a whole minute about that. Anyways, I definitely wanted to put some shutters on these doors or windows, because at first I got done with the build and everything. We did a green and we did an orange style, and I was like, this looks really naked. I need to be able to put some sort of detail on it. So I decided to bump out vampires, and that is the reason why the vampires pack. And that is the reason why the vampires pack is in this build, is because I really wanted to put vines all over the walls. So if you don't care for vines on your walls, then you're down to university and eco lifestyle. And I don't think we used too much of eco lifestyle either. I feel like I probably used a lot of them as decorations just because I already knew that I had them in the build. So we decided to do the vampires, and I was gonna do get together at first, but vampires vines fit so much better. Like it's a nice clean square, whereas get together is like a weird shape. I really wanted shutters on the windows because, you know, we got the bottom part of the townhouses all decorated. It looked gorgeous. It looked great, but the top looked really naked. And I didn't want to cover the entire building with vines. I thought that would be way too much. So what I did is I actually took the wall decoration from Eco Lifestyle. The name of them escaped me right now, but they're the wooden beams that are right next to each other, and sometimes people will use them as walls because it comes with 3 different sizes for the 3 different wall sizes. And I took the smallest one and I made it black so it matched the roof, and I sized it down and just kind of layered them together to make it look like those were shutters. Brilliant idea. Not mine. I found it somewhere on the internet, and I think, I googled Sims for window shutters no CC to see if I could find any ideas, and I found this idea, and I am kicking myself in the teeth for not referencing the person that came up with the idea, but however, it was not my idea, is all you guys need to know about, and now hopefully you can take it into your builds and recreate the same thing, because I think that was a fantastic idea to use those for shutters. They actually look really great, and I'm very happy with it. I also used for the landscaping, which we already did. I'm sorry. I'm going back and forth with this build. But the landscaping, I actually used all base game, and the trees, which with the little green balls of leaves on them. I don't think I've used those in quite a few years, so I'm pretty excited that we used those. We went real simple with the landscaping. As you can see, it's flat almost. The actual structures are lifted up and there's a little bit of some hillage, just because I wanted to make it look like you had to drive up a hill to go into the garage, which we didn't even talk about. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm all over the place today. The garage was made out of, I actually got the idea from myself when I used it on my hobbit hole house, which I will post above my head if you haven't seen my little hobbit hole. Sounds weird when you say it out loud, but it is a hobbit hole and it's very cute, so you should go check out my hobbit hole and get on in there. Right, so link will be above my head for that one. From that build, I wanted to recreate the circle windows and the circle door that are very famous on hobbit houses. So I decided to use the little pegs that I believe are base game. I believe those are base game little pegs, and I decided to create a curved door and window out of them for the hobbit hole. And so I took that idea here and I created a really nice curved kind of frame for the garage doors. You'll see me put originally the archway from Jungle Adventures. There's no Jungle Adventures in this build, don't worry, but we did use the archway as kind of an outline so I can make them as straight as possible, or as perfect as possible, if you will. And then we deleted that archway, and then we decided to go back with some brown wood paint, wallpaper paint, to make it look like it's a door. And because we covered the whole garage with vines, you can't really tell that that paint stops. So it looks like an actual garage door. Anyways, I thought that was super exciting. So there's that. If you guys want to use that idea, go for it. I think it was a fantastic thought in my brain hole. My brain hole. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what's going on anymore, you guys. Anyways, you'll see me start putting up the shutters here in a second. I know I kind of talked about those way too early, but once again, all I used was eco lifestyle, the wall decoration, the pillars, and I kind of just layered them together until they made a perfect black rectangle. Something else that I completely forgot to bring up, which you'll see towards the end of the exterior design, is going to be these wooden beams. You can find them in the debug menu simply by typing in wood plank, all one word, and you'll get this famous wood plank that a lot of people that use debug use. And I really wanted to create these cute kind of like arches or wooden details in like the peak of the roofing. So what I decided to do is do slanted wood beams going all the way up, because I feel like the other style is used all the time. So I decided to use that because I really wanted this to have a more traditional, but you know, some modern hints to it. Even though the interior isn't modern at all, I still wanted to have that kind of touch because it felt like it would be like an interesting university touch between the two different universities, Foxbury, and you can tell I haven't played that expansion in a hot second, which is really sad. It's a great expansion, has great items in it, great gameplay. Brightchester, my goodness, it has a little bit of the mix of both. Oh my gosh, I made one orange and one green, and I didn't even think about it. I believe Foxbury is orange, or are they red? I think they might be red, but orange is kind of close enough. And then I do believe green is Brightchester, so maybe you could have a bit of a student feud in here. I did set up the floor plans to where there are 4 bedrooms upstairs. There is plenty of space for your Sims. You can have a family in one and you can rent out the other one, or you can have a bunch of students living on campus. There is room for 8 Sims total on the entire lot. I must forewarn you though, first off, we did not record the interior in this build, and secondly, I did not decorate the greenhouse. So the orange house is fully decorated, ready to go, everything. And then the greenhouse has not been decorated. So anyone that wants to download this lot, I decided to do that for 1, to save me time, but for 2, so you guys can put your own touch on it. So I did make it to where you guys could immediately start moving in if you wanted to, and then maybe you could rent out the second part to a family, or maybe just you can rent out the rooms to students, whatever you want to do with that. It doesn't even have to be anything to do with university. This can just be 2 houses on a lot that you have 2 different families that you're playing at the same time, something of the sort. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm so sorry that this voiceover was kind of weird. I hope I got my points out to you, and I hope you guys liked this build. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see more builds like this, or suggest something that you would like me to do, and I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to hit the like button if you liked this, and go ahead and hit subscribe. Love you guys. Bye!
You're just what I needed. You've picked up my pieces. You're my Novocaine, and I'm addicted to you. But nothing else matters when we're together. No one else exists when I'm with you. You help me escape, you take me away. I have you to thank, you've made me smile again. I've never known someone so perfect. You've made it all so worth it. The pain and the fears have withered away, and I'm not afraid. this before. You've got my head spinning and my heart is pounding, and you always leave me wanting more. You help me escape, you take me away. I have you to thank, you've made me smile.